welcome back to Brighter Shores. We've got a whole bunch of stone to mason here. 24 hours of buff limestone bowls for 38,000 XP. Well, that is 22 stonemason. We can make a 0 to 350 great stone mace. Amazing. Gonna be getting a lot of those here too. In general, that's alright. Where do we sell these bowls? The Magarab's Stoneware Assortment. That over here? That over here? That's the Bone Shop. Magarab's Stoneware Assortment. There it is. It is there. Okay. Recenter that. Let's need to see how much of this buff limestone we have. We need to purchase more, perhaps. Limestone, buff limestone, 18, 19, 20. So, a little bit short of another day here. So, technically, we need a little bit more. Because we're also going to be doing 2 days of this. So, a full inventory here would be just fine. Sell off the stone bits to Magarab. Each of these are selling for 3.4. We are purchasing the limestone since we didn't mine enough because we didn't need to for 4.2. So losing a bit, but that's okay. We got the money for it. That'll be fine. Just don't want to overspend. That would be unnecessary. So we need to get this all the way up here to 56. We are at 22. Might have another thing in the middle though, as we need to keep getting a whole bunch more knowledge points. That's going to be training up Forager. And we could get to 43 to continue this quest. Leading to 38 passive, active. So do that, and then passive train some Forager for a bit. Get that in the middle here. Instead of going straight from 20 to 56. We will see. We got at least a bit of stonemasonry done here. Working on requirements. 22 hours, 28 minutes of more bowls. 36,000 XP. Well, that is 24 stonemason. Make a 0 to 370 polished stone shield now. We really should go and get all the stones and stuff we need to make all these things. It's just more of a storage problem more than anything. Stop here. Because if we went and made these, we'd be able to have more space for other things. Where's the book? What do we need to make here? We need a great stone mace and a polished stone shield. I also might need wood pieces too, which would be a problem. Great mace and a shield. That's gonna need a coarse swamp pole and some granite. That needs more coarse granite. Do we have coarse granite? We have granite etched. It's coarse. Yep. Do we have a coarse swamp pole? Suave pole. Coarse. Yeah, we do. So we can at least do those then. Might as well. And then we will see exactly how much additional... I mean, we still need the total amount. Do we have any extra limestone? I don't think so. We took out the pieces we had, or did we? I'm gonna figure this out. We can go back and forth with it. We don't need more than enough. We just need enough. All the pieces we need for this. Probably can just, I mean, these would be things we could technically use, but if they're not better than the things we already have, it's kind of a moot point. We have a 89 rare hammer, a 96 uncommon great stone mace. Current combat level is 104, so it's already getting fairly close there. We could get much higher combat would obviously be beneficial. Or at least somewhat beneficial. Got some of this granite. Let's grab a bunch of it. Okay. Yeah, great stone mace and a shield. Make those. Here's the shield. Make it 0 to 120. So if we made this right now at 120, we wouldn't be able to technically use it. We have a epic 77 shield. There's something to be said about actually making things that we could potentially use for combat. We also get drops. Assume we're actually doing active combat, I guess, too. There's always opportunities to go back and make more stuff when we need to. Or just do a bunch of passive, then we don't even need to worry about it. We still need to get better armor from active training. So it's currently not a thing until armor making comes out later. Save it for later. That's the shield and the bonus for that. Two-handed melee weapon here. Make a great stone mace. 120. 120. At 120, even a common might be fairly comparable. We just need to actually get the level first. And also change what level we make the things at, which is also something. Just keeps on getting higher level options as we get higher level stone mace in here. Although we've already kind of surpassed it. Just need to decide which different weapons we even want. It's all going to be different. It's an uncommon crafted one here. Look at our current weapon stats. It's 134, 147. The shield is about that. Info on this. It's a 171 two-handed weapon. That is an improvement. 130, 40, 116. 140, 140, 115. So looks like the shield's definitely slightly worse. Just in general. That's something to consider. As we get more options, we'll have more options here. We'll put these away for now just to not need to go back. Deposit these. Look at those later. Let's have all these. Options. We've got options. Okay. But for now, let's get the rest of the buff limestone we're gonna need here. Got all these. Buff limestone. We've got 21.0. So we can buy one more to get another 0.6 out of it the next day here. That should be plenty easily to get to 26 though, so not gonna worry about that too much. This'll work. This'll work. So the last of the basic bowls. We have run out of buff limestone. Yep. 23 hours, 26 minutes, 37,000 XP. That is 26 stonemason. You can now sculpt snake statues. It's not easy to sculpt a snake vertically. Indeed. And that is right here. Stone sculpting cart. Okay. Rewards. Snake sculptures. Now do snake sculptures. And that's right here. If you wish to make snake statue sculptures, you do 12 copper for each sculpture you can produce. And then we produce them. Right here. So this is one of the free and you get paid for it methods. Easy. Simple. I'll take it. Okay. And we get paid and the XP. Okay. Would this be the point where we need to go get knowledge points? Worried about that? How long until the next one? Next thing is at 32. We're fine. making the sculptures did not put up the how long we've been doing it thing. Maybe when we stop it will. There it is. 23 hours, 20 minutes, 39,000 everything. Pretty good. Good enough for level 28 stonemason. And 0 to 390 throwing hammers. Tempeste. It's kind of what we want. Styles and everything. Throwing hammers for when you want to hammer stuff from a distance. Living the dream. Okay. Worry about making those in a bit here. Can we make it to the next thing before worrying about this? 2 days? Yes, perfect. Alright. Make more snake sculptures. More statues! For almost exactly 24 hours. 40,000 everything. XP and money. Now level 30. Fabricate a 0 to 400 great hammer. Wow. I'm gonna make more sculptures now. Last of these statues, I think. Stop that. 23 hours, 6 minutes, 39,000 XP. Level 31 stonemason. We're really just a little bit away from 32. Okay. Well, we should probably get that. Do you want to? How much XP is it? We could probably get some XP from making some stuff here. How much XP do we need? It is 1954. If we make like a few extra things, that should be fine. Okay. Let's go and get what we need for what we need here. In here we need throwing hammers and a great hammer. Let's make some throwing hammers and a great hammer. Let's throw in clubs. That's different. We need coarse pine and coarse deathstone. This is where we need deathstone. And deathstone and a yew pole. Okay. I think we have some deathstone. We can also go buy that, so that's all fine. Deathstone. We might need to etch it or something first, though. Let's sell these bowls that we've been holding on to for a while. These have worked perfectly fine. Since we didn't need any inventory space to get any of that. Statues made. There's Roxella. There are bowls here. Alright. So all the bowls. Guess we're good. We got Deathstone. I guess the only real question here is going to be, do we have any of the wooden pieces? And also, do we want to make these a particular level? We'd still have to hunt higher level stuff. If we just have some higher level stuff for later, that's also technically an option. Deathstone. Make some of it. Alright. Etch those, or see if we need to and then decide. We need coarse pine and coarse yew. Okay. See what we got. Pine poles. Rugged pine poles. Nope. We need coarse pine. And there's a coarse yew. Okay. So we need to go and buy some coarse pine. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's see if we can make whatever we need to make here. Yep. We need to etch this first. Get some extra death stone for later too. That's fine. This uses a gas, which we have almost 200 of, so that's also fine. This is gonna work. Could look forward to see what else we're gonna make, what pieces of wood we're gonna need. I'm dealing with a lot of things at once here though. And all the way to 6, we're gonna make all of these things. We got various bits of... even that gives some XP. Okay. We got other pieces of stone we can definitely do this with, too. At least we can store them. So that's good. Okay. Do that. We don't need to go and get the other pieces just yet. We can wait for later. This is a good time to get the chunk of XP we need from this. 50. Right. Yeah, we need it for the big hammer. Let's go to the big hammer area. Two-handed melee. Make one of these little 155. Sure. Can't wield it. But maybe for the future. An actual weapon we could theoretically use. Wild stuff. There is something to be said of perhaps doing some more active creating of things here to possibly get some weapons we could use. Or also active combat training in order to get more drops from things. Something. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice what we just made right there. And there is level 32 stonemason for cream soapstone figurines. Carefully carved model. Fantastic. Look at this. Rare 155 Great Hammer. In our magic style. Tempeste. 220. Well, that's very nice. We're gonna need to have that for later. Okay. So, store that away for now. Let's open up the quartermaster. Store that. Got a 155 weapon. Your combat 104. It's a bit stronger. It's a bit stronger. Yep. And quartermaster. And then deposit. Okay. Very good. Do we need all these? Questionable. We have a 96 uncommon. It's a 120, 155. Alright. Anyways. Well, that's decent. Multiple stats. Okay. So. We need to get this unlocked first. We don't have the knowledge point for that, even. We need to go get knowledge points. And that's going to be from Forager still. We're at 34. We get to 38. Almost got to the potatoes here, so. Let's go pick up the last of the hogberries. See what we're looking at. Hopeport. And all the way down there. Did not take too long for this level. Here is... Now here pops again. With the information. 35! Now forage King Felman potatoes. Named for an old king of Leekholm. Alright. So he's fighting the carnivorous plan here. Brilliant. Where are these guys at? Overgrown field and fallen mine. So kind of right here again. Okay. We set it up in a nice way. This potato here. And then there and there. It's not ideal. 205, 495. Yeah. This is not great for chaining them together here. Could be quicker experience and everything to get the potatoes and the hogberries. Go over here and pick up other things too. It's not that we need them for anything. These are for 18 to 131, and by that it means 18 cods and chips. Go look at chef stuff. Active cod and chips. Do 24. Cotton chips, sausage and mash. Sausage and mash. What's the cotton chips then? Where's that at? Sausage and mash. There's 18 sausage and mash. There's 70. These could be useful for the future. But then we need to purchase the sausage. That's fine, though. That should be doable. Okay. This side has bell plants, also. Is this spot that has it? Yep, there's a potato. Potato, potato, and third potato here. That's a much nicer room. Look at this. They're all in a convenient way that we can get them. That's fine. Grab potatoes, and then bring them over here. Might go pop over to the kitchen and see if these are actually useful for higher levels. Because there's higher level potatoes and stuff. Can't always trust the information. There is 200% knowledge. But we're gonna spend one of them on the substance figurines. So we can go get another 100%. Also looked at the potatoes up at the chef area. It's used for one recipe at 18, and then another recipe at 131. Both of them are regular recipes, since this is regular supplies. Neither of one which we're probably going to make, but options, I guess. Collecting potatoes. Almost got to 37 forager. So we basically have one more level left in their active training for what we're trying to do. Anyways, over to stonemason. We're making the cream soapstone figurines, which of course needs cream soapstone, which we have 1/200th of one. So we're gonna need to go buy cream soapstone. How many? 2 days worth, essentially? Alright. That's fine. 32 to 36. We can afford that. We got money. It's gonna be fine. You the rocks guy? Yep. Soapstone, this one. It's gonna cost more than we make. That's alright. And we're only gonna get the 22-ish. So be perfectly fine in amount. And we just make it over here. Right here. This sculpting room. Big sculptures, small sculptures. Both of these will work fine. We'll grab our one extra 200th here, I guess. Even though we can only max 21.6 things, we have 22.005. Anyways, making the next thing here. Get our first time bonus experience. Always something. I make a whole bunch of these. We have plenty of knowledge points for future stuff here. That should do good. Here is 562 extra XP. Alright. Alright. Might just be a new thing that it doesn't interrupt when you show up. Stop that. 21 hours, 12 minutes of cream stone figurines. 19 of them made, 41,000 stonemason XP. That is level 33 stonemason. And no actual unlocks or anything. 33, huh? 33 and almost. We want to get to 36. You have to try to get a full 24 hours, I suppose. It was a little bit short, obviously. And we can also add a tiny bit at the end. When we get to 36, that would give us the next thing. We're also going to have 2 active things we can go make. There's more XP to be had. It's going to be fine. Make it work. Make it work. Let's go sell these some figurines. I think we purchased things for like 6 something. We're selling these off for 440. A bit of a loss. That's alright. Okay. We need more of this cream soapstone. Don't buy the 20, because that goes to 23, and that's completely unnecessary. that's 21.6. Technically 22, but close enough. Will that get us to 36? There's a little bit of wiggle room here, but it's pretty close to just 2 levels each time, every 24 hours. Generally has been the case. So, that's okay. Maybe a bit of active trading. But if we can get some weapons we'll be able to use in the future, not the worst idea, I suppose. Here is 24 hours, plus half of it when we started on back in here. 47,000 XP, that is level 35 stonemason. 0 to 420 sling. Let's fling those rocks. And how much XP do we need for the level here? It is 2,607. That's a little bit. We can make it happen though. Alright. Let's start by just selling off the cream soapstone figurines. I guess the cream soapstone too, since we're not going to need that. Probably. Yep. Okay. So this. We're also going to just go and wait for it, but we can just do stuff. That's fine. You want a rock? Sell this rock. There's a lot on that. My goodness. Not that we need it for anything else, though. That's okay. Alright. First thing to do, get the bonus XP for making the throwing hammers and sling. We need other things for all those. Throwing hammers and sling. Okay. I think we're missing the wood piece for the first one. Yep. Throwing hammers, we need death stones and pine poles. So we can go coarse death stone, coarse pine poles. 3 each. And then for slings, we just need the coarse death stone. Alright. So we need just like 3 coarse pine poles. The rest we can just make out of only the rocks. It's easier. Coarse pine poles. We have 2 rugged pine poles. Let's go buy 3 coarse pine poles. Could look forward to other things we'll be also need for all those, but there's enough things to think about at the same time here. We could also just go down the list and get all the pieces we need for everything that we need. Go on a whole shopping trip for that. Also an option. We can also buy more death stone if we need to. Yeah. Hope Forest. And get down here. Okay. Coarse pine poles. Right past the Wendigos. Easy. Okay. We can't actually see what it needs here. Not collected. This doesn't show either. A recipe book just in here would be helpful. Or just copy it all from the wiki or whatever. That doesn't really matter. Get what we need. We also make our own if we wanted to. Don't need to. Probably made more coarse pine poles earlier. We just used them all up on making other stuff. Well, that's okay. Also, who has the actual bits here? Who are we trading? Timber is the lumber. Perfect. Pine poles for weapon crafting. These are the level 4 things, my goodness. 3 of them. I guess it is technically still slightly low-level stonemason stuff here. 28. That's okay. Okay. So grab these and all the death stone we have, and make enough things that we can make enough things. You want slings particularly? No, but that's what we have the rocks for, I suppose. Death stone. Etched. Grab it. Okay. Throwing hammers and sling. And one-handed range? Which would that be? None of them! It's two-handed range weapons. Two-handed range workbench. All slightly different shapes. so why not? Alright. Make the throwing hammers. So, 2 chunks of rocks here. And wood, I guess. 2 hammers takes 3 entire pine poles here. Sure, that's fine. These could, in theory, become potentially useful. Especially if they're at least, like... I mean, I don't think we would settle for common stuff. They'll make it better sooner. There is... knowledge point stuff. Still at 200% for that. Yes. That's alright. What do we make? Made a common throwing hammers. Power 191. Can't use them till level 175. Yeah, that's something. Make sling. Good level. We also can't wield. It's at least Tempeste, so that is our magic of choice. But then there's also things that are immune or resistant to that, so still do need the other styles of stuff too. So that's fine. Okay. 1567. What are we looking at here? For making one of these, we get 15, 500, 500. Yeah, one more of these should be good. One more sling. See if we can make it uncommon at least here. What was a chance to get some rare stuff too? Bonus stats for being more good and everything. Anyways. Yeah, gear is going to be a thing to consider as we continue on. But for now, finish this up. The knowledge point, put right into the ornamental sculpture urns. There you go. That one was uncommon. That's nice. And we have the level for it. We unlocked it before we got the message to show us that we can make it now. We can fit a lot of milkshake in this. Yes. Okay. Now we need to get these out of our inventory. We'll worry about whether or not we need any of these things in particular later. We got plenty of slots. Put more things in. Should be great. Okay. And now, if we look at the passive ornamental sculptures, just sculpt them in the sculpting room. Well, this one this time. Doesn't matter. I have a commission to make urn ornamental sculptures. Pay you 15 copper for each sculpture you can produce. We're just out here, getting paid. Leveling up. Having a good time. 36 to 42 on this one. Sounds good. We get 24 hours, 49,000 XP, 49 silver. Well, that is 38 stonemason, 186 to 430 hammer fists. This is the second tier of hammer fists. You can now punch as if you have fists of stone. Yep. But spikier this time. Okay. Nowhere close to being able to actually wield a 186 hammer fist, but, you know, it's something. Now we make more statues. Another 24 hours of urns. 50,000 things. XP and money. Well, that is level 40 stonemason. 196 to 450 throwing stones. Specially carved to hurt. They are rocks. Amazing. And then we make more statues. Urns, or whatever it is we're doing. 23.5 hours this time. 48,000 XP. That is 41 stonemason. Still need just a little chunk of XP here to get to 42. I guess that's fine. Less time needing to make marble vases, I guess. Yep. Keep at it. It's too much XP to just get from making stuff right now. 3,000. Yeah. I'll take some more free XP here. 24 more hours of earns 50,000 everything. That is 43 stonemason. Enough for 42 for the white alabaster candlesticks. If you're nimble and quick, you could jump over this. Amazing. Okay. So we're going to need to unlock that. Rewards, candlesticks. There you go. Lovely. Now we can make the candlesticks. Assuming that we have this white alabaster stuff. Which we probably do. Got some of the things from doing some of the stuff. White alabaster? Yep, there you go. Ta-da! Convenient. Functional. Lovely. Stoneware. This stuff. Took 37 minor and 43 stonemason. That's close enough, I suppose. We're getting a little bit dropping back further and further behind from getting to the even numbers here. 2 things to make, another thing to make next time. Next pass was at 46, it's gonna be 2 days. We got enough supplies. There's the bonus. Perfect. 23 hours, 22 minutes, 54,000. That is 45 stonemason. 216 to 470 stone slab shield. Don't want to be hit? Get behind a slab of stone. There you go. Okay. We'll sell these. We're very much slightly falling behind here again in terms of the actual amount towards the level. That's alright. Which XP is this? 9,000? Yeah. We do have 3 things we need to make here, but deal with that later. Sell these. I think we mined the rocks for this, so it's kind of profit. 27? Not bad. Yeah, the next pass is at 46. We're gonna get that plus a lot more. Finish this. We're going to 56 here, so 3 more. Only problem is the lack of knowledge points, but we'll worry about that like next time, I guess, here. Well, not the next time, but you know what I mean. That's pretty much enough. Could go by, I mean, it's 21.2, so that's fine. 21.6 is the max per day. That'll work. Ish. Ran out of white alabaster. As expected. 20 hours, 30 minutes, 21, 55. Well, that is 47 stonemason. Cow, chisel, gray marble vases. Perfect. Except for the part where we can't, because we don't have the knowledge point. So, now, we have 0% knowledge. We've got, to get that, obviously. Also have these other active ones, which we also need to worry about at some point, but not right now. Yeah, we need knowledge points. We need at least 3 more times around here to get to the 56, which we need for the quest. Just look at that here. 56 stonemason. Because we need to make a gray limestone bowl. So we need 300% here. So we need to get 100%, spend it, and then have 200%. So that is what we need to do here to finish the stonemason stuff. So all these, more of that. Okay. We have been doing forager for all of our knowledge points recently. Getting potatoes right now. If we get to 38 here, which is 1 level and 1 potato, 2 potatoes, we're going to be at the position where we're going to be doing this, because we actually can make use of that later. So we'll get to 38. So we also go grab a warty seed potato. So why not? Let's just, over here at the seashells. Okay. For the experience, why not? First time bonus, etc., etc. We don't need the warty seed potatoes. We already got past that previously. If we can actually just forage and collect all the things that we need for later passive training. Saves us some money, so I'm not going to complain about it. Just need to think about what else I want to put active training into to get the other knowledge points we're going to need. And then also for the future, of course. We need 3 here right now, and then so many more later. And even more if we ever got to really high levels. Because then it starts taking multiple knowledge points. So that's something. Nowhere near we're needing to worry about that, though. My goodness, it's like level 200. High skill... 60. Yep. Tied levels here. 204, 204. I don't know. Chronopolis is really kind of falling behind here. Because we haven't really done much with that recently. There's quest for it. There's gonna be more. Got plenty to do. Anyways, Forager. Grab a single Warty Seed potato. Well, a 200th of a Warty Seed potato, I guess. Could just throw it on the ground. Sell it to a shop, or whatever. It's not like 200ths of a thing are worth too much. Eh. That's something. Mostly here for the experience and the card. Not that we really need the cards or anything. It's just nice to have it unlocked. Or whatever. Oh. Here on the seashell shore. That. We can just put it in the storage here. And then we can go get potatoes. That'd be great. Rock wool. Yep, that'd be it. Okay. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have more active stuff to do here. We get to 53, get all these monument pieces. Not quite there, though. Not quite there. 562 bonus XP, enough for level 37. One more level for the next unlock, which is the next unlock. Okay. Let's get that one more level. See where that gets us knowledge points wise. This worked out nicely. Full inventories of potatoes. There is 38 forager. We can now forage blotchy maggots. Yay. Tasty, if you're a fish. Indeed. And in terms of knowledge points, we're at 133%. So we can grab that, or more importantly, we could grab the marble vases. So we'll do the vases here. It does mean we have another point where we need to get another knowledge point too. But we can do the vases for a little bit here. 47, 49, 51. Yeah, we got time. Looked into the other skills that we need more points in for doing other things, for the other quests. Nothing really was speaking to me in terms of actual active training. Could always just do some combat or something. It is an option. Anyways. Gray marble vases over in the sculpting room. So we have a good pile of gray marble. It's gonna be 3 sets. Let's see what we got. Should mind something here. Marble. Let's see, is gray marble. Yep. So we got 2 days of that. So we'll just need to buy some more. It's fine. Okay. We'll worry about the knowledge point situation next time we have time. Well, that's okay. Let's get the first time bonus vase experience here. Which is great. We could also do all the other active ones, but later. 735. Not bad. 24 hours, 21 vases, 60,000 XP. Well, that is 49 stonemason. Now fabricated 236 to 480 stone mace. Nowhere close to that level. That's great. Mace in the place for hitting in the face. Got a lot of things we need to make here. Alright. Do we have more of this gray marble? What do we got? Marble, gray marble. Yep, that's plenty. 49, 51. It's gonna be one more day here still. Just need to get these vases out of the inventory. A little money for that. Something. Definitely less than it costs to get the marble, but we mined the marble, so we're heading upwards. Almost 3 gold here. Be able to make use of things that we gather. Or mine or forage. Whatever you're gonna call it. Saves quite a bit of money. That means we do need to figure out what we're doing for knowledge points. Anyways. Grab more marble. Make more vases. It's gonna be great. Specifically, this marble right here. 21.1. We technically could buy another bit, but that's fine. It's not gonna be the full 24, probably, anyways, so. Okay. Ran out of gray marble. 21.1, 59,000, 23.5 hours. Level 51 stonemason. We'll get the journeyman stonemason cape if you want to spend some money. And 246 to 500 stone discs. Whirling discs of death. Okay. So we're still a bit off from the 52 required for that. And just making 5 things would not accomplish that either. So, it'll be another day of vases here. I guess it's fine. But knowledge points. But knowledge points. It's a problem. It's a real problem. We're at 33%. We need to get to that. A little bit falling around here. Sell the vases. See what we're doing. Sell all the vases. Go buy the required marble for that. These are gray marble vases. Trade in marble. Gray marble. Yep. 21. 0.6. Ah. Okay. So we're gonna need that the next point here. That's okay. Keep thinking about what I want to do for this knowledge point. We still need 2 knowledge points here. We need to do a little bit of something. In terms of the skills we need for other things, we got the forger, which we have finished. We want to use knowledge points to get things to do more foraging stuff. This is a new one. Let's see what it even requires. Give us some information. So found is what we're doing right now for the stonemason. And the battle here, we need merchant and leatherworker. Look at that. Let's look at active stuff here. Merchant is currently passive, getting us basic white leather offcuts, which we then use in passive making key rings. Those are both things we wouldn't particularly want to do. How about some combat stuff? Where are we in the combat business? May I pass the first stripe? Yes. So potentially further combat. It's just gonna make more combat later more difficult as higher levels required. Really depends how this whole system's gonna work. But yeah, I think one of our best bets on finding more things to potentially actively train. I mean, we still could get some better equipment from just fighting without that, so maybe let's just do some combat. I'll be fine. What about that in 20-something hours here? 22 hours, 18 minutes, 20, 56,000. Easily enough for level 53 stonemason. At 52, we got orb column sculptures. A classic orb on a post. Brilliant. Now we need to be having the ability to do that. Let's have this whole extra gray marble. That's okay. Could sell it. Let's hold it in here for now. Deposit. Oh, yeah. Orb on a post. We need knowledge point. I think we're just gonna do a bit of combat. Let's sell the vases here. Let's decide what we're gonna go fight. Ultimately, we're gonna need slightly higher combat for some quest bosses, probably. 3 gold too. It's pretty good. That's something. Depends. It's all calculated based on where it was in the thing and how much stronger you are than where it is compared to the start of the stripe of the things or the previous one or the next one or something. At any rate, we're here at combat 104. We need to fight something. Probably slightly lower level might be a good idea. Our equipment is not amazing. Got a 89, 96, two-hander, 79. And the armor is also nowhere near 104. So we can presumably get some actual upgrades here. Also, it's felt like combat's been a slower way of getting knowledge points, so that's also not ideal. Let's see if we can't go and fight something here. We want to fight something that we can just fight and not need to use potions and everything. Well, that just makes it more expensive and annoying. But there's also a XP penalty for fighting weaker things, but at a certain point, it's just faster. So, it's something. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Just need to get the 1 knowledge point right now, I guess. Which is technically only 2/3 of a knowledge point, since we already have some from other things. We're also going to get some knowledge point from making all the other passive stuff, but it's fine. Let's try Hooligan Goblin Soldiers. Vulnerable to Tempesta. That's something. One of our weapons that? Yep, this one. Well, I'll do nicely. Get our one-handed weapon, stronger, correct stance. I suppose. And they are at the north walls. Okay. Well, we'll see. 96. We get some 96 uncommon armor. That would be improvements in some of these, at least. And if we can get some rares or even epics for things, that could be a big win. See what we can do here. They're also aggressive. What that counts for. Let's need to consider range attacks. See if we can even convincingly win here. Attacks with Inferno. We're fine against that. 7,500 XP. Oh, goodness. How much XP we need to a level here? 92,000? How much knowledge? 3%. It's up to 38%. That's something. That's something. Okay. Range attacks. Some up on the wall here too. Fight those. Looks like should be fairly convincing wins here. Take what I can get. How much is our regen? 1, 12, 7, 79. It's like, what would that be? 22? It's looking a little low here, but a respectable amount of health left. Uncommon throwing hammers. 90. Our current epic stone discs are this. So, uncommon to epic. How much difference? Probably not. Depends what style they are, too. 90... I mean, it's Tempesta. Could be better for now. Also might have less shots, because it's only uncommon. It's also something to consider, I guess. So, 121 with 70% magicness. These are 139. Definitely a bit weaker, just in terms of actual damage. But in this situation where it's actively going towards this system, might be worth it. Just for now. Okay. Only 3 hits. That's fine, too. What is it? Potatoes we got here, too. 89 gathering. Used at 76 and 165. These are Pistra potatoes. I can't even use those yet. Not even close. Oh. This is technically working. I'll take it. See if we can get some more equipment here. Or even a level. We just need the knowledge point, though. That's what we're really here for. We're 7%, 52%, like 5%. Common 92 boots. Worse in every possible way. Yeah. Common ain't gonna quite cut it. That's alright. Fighting sounds! This over here is using potions and stuff. If you want to. There's the potion of make your elemental attacks stronger, but it's like every fight or something. Anyways, there it is. Knowledge points complete. I'll have to get this blotchy maggots at some point too. Column orb statue. Got it. Some more weapons and stuff. Okay. So if you look at what we also got here, we equip this. This might be useful. Might put that in the storage. See if we have anything better. We also got some new shoes. They are worse in every way. This mace is worse. These throwing weapons are worse. The shield is worse in every way. And this weapon has a little bit more magic option for this, but worse damage, so. Not anything we really need. And a couple more potatoes. It's fine. Store all this stuff. You can store the potatoes in some kind of storage circle or something. It's also fine. Let's get in there. Are we ever going to use these potatoes? Probably not. Are we going to use any other things that we gathered earlier? Also probably not. Forage. Whatever. Well, we can have them though. So, that'll be fine. Plus these. So all these commons. Maybe we also put some other things in the quartermaster storage. Grab those out. Whether or not these are actually stronger to use against enemies that are weak to it. It's less damage, but more often magic. So maybe. It's probably whatever. Anyways. Deposit this. What else we got in here? We got a 67 Hammer Fist. A 79 Hammer Fist. Normally these are better. 129, no magic. This one's 117, no magic. I guess these are for the rare things. Got a 120 uncommon Great Stone Mace here. 171 power. Better than this at least. Be better than all of these. Yeah, that's something. Do we need all these? These are just for the magic. 155 rare. It's 220 power. Pretty good. Range weapons. 175s. These are higher level. Common throwing stones. 122 with a 31%. This. It's one-handed technically, but it's not better. It's only uncommon. Draw that. Don't need that. Armor pieces. From this hand armor. I can't really see it easily. Other common pieces. Technically higher level, but also common. I think there was for different stats or something. I mean, all this extra space, it's fine. Sell some items here. Okay. We don't need any of these. 30 silver, whatever. Anyways. Let's get back down to the mine. Crafting our orb statues. Should be great. 22 hours, 5 minutes, 62,000 XP, and 59 silver. Not the same numbers here. Gives more or less of something. Orb column statues. Oh, 54. Now fabricated 266 to 520 Warhammer. Great. I suppose we should do all those too. Since we're at the point where, I mean, we're gonna get 56. Well, probably. We'll get 56 either way. Not gonna worry about it. We need to get another knowledge point though right now. So we're gonna go do that. I think we're just gonna use the quote unquote stronger stat one here. Even if it's off magic. Not gonna make too much of a difference. See if we can get some different drops. New stuff. Possibly better. It's a thought. Here's the knowledge point for later. Got a few things from the drops. Most of them not better. We did get things to replace these two. Kinda. They were doing fire attacks, so the 94 commons are technically slightly better here. And this one's better by literally 1. Better in 3 things, worse in 3 things. Better in 3, worse in 3. So, really depends on what's attacking us. We also do have a few other pieces in here that also might technically be better. This other 93 legs. And 50 for some reason. Just for making stuff later. 93 gloves here too. Depends what we are fighting. No. We can compare to see if either of these are better. We just need to kind of go through everything and see if it's even better in any way. Here's a 90 common fire. How's that compare? If it is info 141. And the other fire ones in here 144, so that's not better. And sell all these other bits here. Also got basic 79 Hammer Fist, 129 power. This one is 115, so yeah. The rest of this stuff can go. So this, go put the potatoes away. 37 more silver. Why not? Okay. Let's back to make more orb statues and finish this up. Full 24 hours. Plus a bit more, but it only goes to 24 hours. 67,000 XP, 64 silver. For level 56 stonemason, we can now chisel gray limestone bowls. Hopefully it doesn't leak. And we need to gray limestone bowls because, of course, the previous, earlier, level 20 buff limestone bowls were unacceptable. And so, knowledge prepared, gray limestone bowls. I think we also have a piece of gray limestone. If not, we can always just purchase it. That's fine too. Limestone. Well, it doesn't look like it. Flint, granite, marble. Level is gray limestone anyways. It'd be in the passives. Level 60, we never did that. I mean, we could. go get our chunk of that. Is available? Should be. Rewards. Yep. Only one we have is the blotchy maggot still. Let's go get that then. Where was it? Gray limestone. The Northwest Mining Cavern. Right there. Okay. Up through the mines. Then we can teleport back. That'll work. We could just purchase it, but we only need one chunk. We need not even a chunk. We need one mining worth of it. Basically, 1/200th. Later on, we will need more if we want to continue training stonemason. At least with the passive stuff here, but at any rate. We can't cross this river. Could use with more bridges here. Would be convenient. Or whatever. Possibly a future quest reward. That'd be nice. Various things from quest rewards. Like how we're currently working on this quest right here. It's the whole thing we've been doing. Northwest Mining Cavern. Okay. Is indeed in the northwest of the mine here. Gray limestone. Yeah. Level 60 miner. Level 56 stonemason. Higher level things, comparatively. Not any different than level 21 though, so there you go. Almost 1,000 bonus XP though, so that's something. Teleport. Other side. Okay. Let's go make this 1/200th of a bowl. Place it on the pedestal. And see if there's anything else we need to do here. To the podium cave, which is over here. Alright. Should be something. Should be something. And now we have such a higher level with this, we can make ourselves some actual better equipment if we wanted to. And we still have all those active ones we need to do. Yeah, we have like 6 things we could make. Not that it'd be of any benefit to us currently, since they're all too high level for us to actually even use. We're still working, we would still be working with the basic tier equipment. This is tier 2 stuff we're making now. Or whatever. Alright. To the puzzling cavern here. Rotate the stuff, put the things in. Should be great. We've gone through and needed, I think, something from each of the other ones. The bone was much lower level. Yeah, whatever. We got it. We got it. If we can just finish getting across all this, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Going here, going here. Going here. Turn this one. Maybe. Turn again. Turn this one. Stuck. Does not move at the moment. Use item. Stone bowl. That's right. There we go. I'm making progress with solving the puzzle. If we could make even more progress, that'd be fantastic. Get this to here. Receptacle. Investigate. Kobold throwing knife. Okay. Kobold throwing knife. I wonder what that is. I mean, I think I have an idea. Wouldn't that just be... Look at the map here. There is... Yeah, up here. There's there. Our tunnel, temp place. Come up here. Xelix dwelling. I think he was a kobold, right? Teleport to the deep mine. Not done yet. Not done yet. My goodness. Okay. Run past some spooky wraiths. I think there was just a throwing knife in the wall that we couldn't grab previously. This is the quest item. So this is the quest. Some information of where quest items we haven't used before are at. That's some information. That's valuable. Run past a worm. Going over here. Okay. We have the gnomes and the goblins down here. Oh, look. Hey. Could I have your knife? Absolutely not. I need to kill these roaches. Knife in exchange for something shiny. You do tempt me. Sound like it's all about the bling. But no, I mustn't. Knife is more important to me. Hey. You're on ladder duty anymore then? No. I just didn't appreciate me holding down the fort. Silly ungrateful gnome. He's got a nice shiny amethyst out of it. I shouldn't have charged more if I'd known letting you up with me and my gig was up. Can I have your knife? Nope. Please? Well, seeing as you asked nicely. No! Rude. Nail. Using stuff on the nail. We put a shiny thing on there. Looks like an unguarded shiny thing. Oh, shiny. He's distracted by this thing from earlier in the quest. Yoinketh. Quickly grab the knife. Well, he's not looking. Alright. Ah, there you go. Back to the other side of the mine. Put this in. This puzzle's required so many different things. It's definitely taken a bit of effort. That's interesting. I got the throwing knife. That's over here. This was a shiny bauble. That's earlier. Perfect. It's all working out. Just need to get back through the puzzle again here, see what the next thing is. This would be a situation where it'd be a bit quicker with guides and stuff, but don't need that. Only so many places to do anything here. Okay. Cross back across. We need to reset the puzzle in order to get over to there. Rotations. Let's go with that one. Turn this. And this one's over here. So we need to go over there to turn that, to turn over to here to get to that. Or something. Turn this one. This one's a dead end. What's in here? Already active. Yeah. Okay. Turn here. Turn this one. Turn this one. Turn this one. Lots of things to turn here. Turn this one. That's where the bowl was. Is still, technically. Turn this one. Receptacle. With the knife. Not that we really needed it, but and we needed to turn this one. Turn this one. There's another spot here. Investigate this receptacle. It has an inscription which reads, Cockroach Mandibles. Cockroach Mandibles. Okay. Enemies in here, cockroaches. Maybe in the mines. Stinking cockroaches. In the cockroach lair. In the cockroach spawn. Just all the way back up that way. Okay. So we get this, we can turn that, we can get that. We need another thing in that receptacle. We can go that way, that way. Nope, we need to go that way. Still have more things we need. Teleport. Deep mine. Go get a cockroach part. Hopefully we can get it from the lower level cockroaches here. Cockroach mandible from a cockroach. Makes a lot of sense, I would think. 50. What's the next level of cockroach? 216. Oh, better be this one. I see specifically cockroach mandibles. Nothing specific. Specifically unspecific. So this should work. In theory. Cockroaches. Should be able to defeat these quite easily. Probably. Here we go. Vulnerable to fire. I'm going to get 900 XP for this. Not terrible. Yeah. Booster for that, huh? It's less stats, more magic. That's a sling. This was technically quicker. This is two-handed. Bop. 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 It seems slower and weaker, but more magical. It's auto-selecting the hammer, though. Ah! We're not going to mess with it every single time here. Or whatever. What is this just? A great stone mace? Yeah. Where would we purchase cockroach mandibles? Used for a potion or something? Presumably. Maybe. They're also a much lower level enemy, so you might be getting hit by some kind of nerfing of drop tables or whatever. That's also a thing that might happen. Use a cockroach one. We can't look at recipes. In here. Would be for food. Cockroach mandible mine reagent. Perfect. There we go. Inventory here. That's for a level 383 potion. Sure. See what cockroaches have womandables? 8% potion for mine EXP. Or experience in the mine. Okay. Wild. Teleport. Back. Go to the puzzle. Again. Still not done though. Or maybe they'll just work without having to put a thing in. Probably not. That was a combat requirement there. We have to redo the whole puzzle again though. Since they keep moving around. Can't turn them back once we're past. Unfortunate. Okay. Back in here. Again. We're getting there though. Haven't had more requirements for different skills that we don't have or anything, so that's something. Okay. Turn this one multiple times even. It's not a turn counterclockwise option or anything. Here. Doesn't matter. Here, and here, and here, and here. Okay. There's at least a few things in here that were already in here. That's at least something. Kinda. Ish. Right. This one. Again. This cockroach mandible. Use item. The mandible. Completed. And turn this one over to here where it can't do anything. Turn it again. To here. Already working. We can go to here, which is gonna help. We'll go down here. We investigate again. Goblin tankard. Okay. Maybe they'll just get that from a goblin here. Hopefully. There's also goblins we can fight. We just did a fighting bit, so perhaps it is time for a talking to people bit. Very possible. Thanks for your help. Pleasure. And also goodbye. Young goblins, civilians. You got a tanker around here? That was junk box. We're dropping things on the floor here. Interesting. Take stuff from the junk box. Nope. Workshop. Goblin tankard. I don't think they've got any specific things like that. So the market? Not really. Quinto. Infusing cloth puzzle in the podium cave. Any pickaxes? Not really this. Not really stone stuff. It's drunk. More ore. Random low-level ores around. That's something. Okay. Combat. There's goblin hooligans in here. Back in the mine. Nuisance goblin miner. Maybe? Let's have a tankard. Because they got the start of here. Goblin tankard. Can't make one of those or anything. Anybody in here would have something? Petrus. It's mine. This form. Nope. Who would have a tankard? No. For toast, but look for a tankard. Alright. So goblins down on this side of the mine. If they were here, they'd be here. It's either that or the fighting the ones. Presumably. The lost and found. Could find something there. Quinto. Oh, there you young one, lost and found. Looks like goblin tankard. There we go. Maybe there's some goblins have. There's a few called Chunkrates. There's a fellow called Chunkrates who has a remarkably nice one. So this is the ruse to get yourself a remarkably nice tankard? No, nothing of the sort. Just entertain you with a fun puzzle. Someone called Chunkrates has a tankard. Is that one of these guys? Is that the guy in the mine? Chunkrates chamber, yep. Almost over here. I'll just put that way. Okay. So I'm gonna go up and around and down to the river to get to him. We dealt with Chunkrates earlier. That was the whole thing. Okay. Let's get headed that way. I asked him to actually explain what it is. Let's presumably talk to him about all the different pieces. Maybe. Not that it was super necessary for a lot of them. That's okay. Alright. So we'll get a tankard. Or perhaps have to do something for this guy too. Also possible. Nice long run. We perhaps sell these stones. We don't really need them. They're low level stuff. But in theory, possibly still useful for making things. Lower level things. I don't know. We will see. We definitely don't need these pieces of equipment. Those are all lower level. I'm past the corrupted goblin miner guys. They're a nuisance. I'm just gonna get out of here. Immunity. There you go. Eh. 20 apples a day keeps even more doctors away. You seem calm for someone affected by corruption magic. Why do you think I've been affected by such a thing? Mostly the purple blotchy skin. Don't worry about that. Seems to set my fellow goblins rather aggressive. You not got any urges to attack people? Oh no. My difference is my recent behavior has gotten consistently more hungry. Instead of extension of my anger, it's instead to my gluttony. Not sure what that would be. Probably best to continue focusing on food so the anger doesn't unexpectedly overcome me. Yep. Could I have your tankard? No, I'm using it. Any way you could be persuaded? If my tankard is that important to you, then yes, maybe we come to some sort of agreement. Go on. What I'm really passionate about is food. You don't say. Not just for the sake of filling me up, I like to broaden my horizons. Experience as many taste sensations as possible. There are taste sensations within this very mind that I'm missing out on. For example, there's this guy called Sammy Claude who is emanating some interesting foodie smells. Bring me some foods from this mine that I haven't tried before. You can have my tankard. So Sammy Claude may have something of interest. Whom? Where? Sammy Claude. It's a different name. Click on Sammy Claude. Nope. Oh, where's that? Stores, perhaps? Bubble, Pan, Puffet, Muggums. Resolution, except for lunchtime. So you might like. Hand it over. No, I don't. I got some jerky. Want this jerky? Use item jerky. Would this piece of food be of interest to you? Yes, it would. Not had that before. Oh, very interesting. It's meaty and slightly spiced. So you need more new taste sensations for I'll part with my tankard. Great. Alright. We got one. Somehow. Found it, or just did it earlier. Presumably. Do we look around the mind for Sammy-Clan? I suppose. Let's try just near the entrances first. There's a couple different NPCs around. We'll see. Sammy. That's really a goblin or gnome name. This is the Infusionist. This could take a little bit, honestly. Pops, Jimjig, Civilian. I don't have a name. Sammy Claude. Spood. Maybe we could talk to the guy again. He would tell us where they might be. That's a possibility. Give that a shake here. Once after looking through all the other rooms here. Sammy Claude. Food related something. He was the more food related guy. Not too much in the way of food in the mines here. It's definitely something different. There's a few different shops. Obviously no actual food shops or anything. Because there's no cooking here. There's some pieces of recipe stuff, but nothing specific. Okay. Make our way through here. Any Sammys? We have frogs. Say hello. So, under lost and found. Change place. It's all a ruse. Where am I supposed to get these items from? Sure, you can make yourself and practice your professions. Dance to pneumatic and practice bone right. Useful ideas, items. Yeah. Not so helpful. Is there anybody sitting down in here? Strange stairway. Nope. Okay. Could go check the goblin side of things. Could be over there. I don't think it'd be in with the skeleton here. This is already dead. Possible. Defend some skeletons. Okay. Let's try to teleport over to the other side of the mine here. Over here. A Deathstone excavation site. Mushroom monsters. Wraiths. No real Sammys here. TNT explosives. More wraiths. More wraiths. I don't think there was anybody down this way. Sammy Claude. Troll jewelry. Here. Grease. Turn zone. Piece of stuff. Track that. Ores. It's Toril, not Claude. Cockroaches. Cockroaches. Metaloliths. Shiny crystal. That was a good time. Torelli. Nothing else. Nobody else is even here. Are we in this section? Okay. It should still be in the mines, I think. Unless is there any people? Just a random person in a random room here. Fossil assembly. Minecart entrance. Jangle. It's not him. Bonework stuff. Grenchnin. Obelisk. Ratty stuff. Hum. Food related. Not ringing any bells here. Around the mine. Presumably around the mine. So look. Irritate. Mislaid by knife. Mislaid by knife. Yeah. But I got a new shiny thing at least. That's something. Alright. Looking around the mine. Everywhere in the mine. Down here. There he is. A person. Searched all around up, coming this way. My goodness. Well met. It's unusual to meet someone new down here. Do you happen to have any interesting food? Not really, just my lunch. What do you have for lunch, Sammy? I have a large pork pie, good thick pastry on it, so that it stays intact while I'm working in the mine. Can I buy it off you? I guess. Not cheaply, though. If I have to leave the mine for lunch, that eats into my money earning time. How much are we thinking? How about 16 silver, 800 copper? You have yourself a deal, sir. Okay. We got some food. Hopefully that is enough. Got anything else before I leave? Here, we're doing... Take an opportunity. No one's mining here anymore. And there's loads of useful ores left. As long as we can evade the goblins, we can get rich. It's a dream. Okay. Bring this back to the hungry guy. I don't know exactly where we got this jerky from. Delicious meat from something. I'll take it. I will take it. Spend a little bit of time here. My goodness. Okay. Get this over here. Slowly back up, and then slowly cast the immunity spell to get away from this enemy that couldn't kill us if we had auto-retaliated whatsoever. Use item! This pie. Will this piece of food be of interest to you? Marvelous! That's the food I could smell waft from Mr. Claude. Small portable pie, how intriguing. Well, I do like that. A whole new gastronomical experience for me. You've done very well. You introduced me to 2 new exciting foods. Today is a good day. Deal's a deal, here's my tankard. Love it. From the tankard, we have unusual looking metal. And this tasty looking pie. Okay. And now we get to go do the puzzle again. Put this in. Go to the next piece where we also need something new. And then do it again, and then we should be done. Definitely an extensive puzzle here. My goodness. Okay. I don't know if you even could do the entire thing all at once, because you need to know what you need. Depends if people talk about all their different stuff. We already had the piece of jerky from earlier. Or we just got that earlier and then it only became relevant at this stage. Or something. Anywho. Set the puzzles so we can get back through. And here we go. It did look like there's just one more thing we're gonna need. So that's good. Try this one. Turn this one. Just keep turning. Okay. The straight across ones are kind of more convenient to work with, because they only have 2 different options instead of 4. This makes things a little bit quicker. And this one twice also. So this one twice. Use item. This. Turn it. Investigate. It has an inscription which reads slime. I need to defeat a level 54 one-eyed blob in combat. These guys over here. Blobs. Yep. Teleport to the deep part of the mine. Go fight a slime. And then come back, and then we should be done. So this required getting access to the deeper part of the mine here. That's connected to other things. Oh. 54. Easily done. Don't fall in the slime pool. Immune to avoiding. Well, let's do... Right. Range attacks would do decent here. That's fine. One slime. Coming right up. Multiple slime. Coming right up. He's got range attacks. Coming right up. Unfortunate. It's a one-eyed blob. Yep. Maybe a couple. Squish them. Got too much on. Zero sign. Pick up the slime to the slime pool? No. Read the danger sign. Don't fall in the slime. There's another combat section. Get some combat XP at least. 1,000 XP per. Not too shabby. Just says A. Blob in combat. What did this be for? Find some slime in this mysterious device? I haven't used this mysterious device. This is more of a code thing than a slime collection. That's a helmet. Any slime we can grab in here? No? Alright. Don't touch the slime, it'll turn you into a... This is snapped off. There's nothing else to interact with. Got the blobs and the sign. Slime mine reagent. For level 412 potions. Because of course it is. Teleport. Back. That should be it. My goodness. Okay. Last time through the puzzle, probably. Get to the end. Get our reward. In the infusing cloth behind a puzzle. We're going for an infusing cloth to infuse stuff. Infusingly, or something. Reset the puzzle again. Last time. Last time for sure. Turn it. Turn it. We got this. Turn this one. Turn this one. Generally need to turn most of them here. It's kind of how a puzzle works, obviously. Alright. Final podium. In the podium cave. Couldn't just try to sneak our way up over these things or anything. That'd be too easy. Into there. And to here. Back where the Tinkered is. And use the slime here. Turn this one. Investigate the final receptacle. Already active. Take from. We get the Infusionist missing infusion. Infusing cloth. Belongs to the Infusionist. It's over here. The Infusionist shop. Infusionist. Now able to infuse with the thing we found. Amazing. Hi. Infusionist infusing table. Have you found my infusing cloth yet? Yes, I have. Here you go. Many thanks. I finally opened my infusing service. Must reward you suitably, so infuse your items free of charge. What does that mean? If you have a rare Cryo Knight item, a rare Guardian item, and a rare Hammer Mage item, I can disintegrate 2 of them, releasing their essence to upgrade the other one into an epic. Pretty cool. Clean the cloth. Oh, there's our XP. There's a pop-up. Lost and Found. Brilliant. You returned the infusing cloth and completed the Lost and Found quest. Rewards: 58,800 blacksmith XP, 52,300 bone knight XP, 58,800 stonemason XP, infusing weapons and armor. Okay. That is 57 blacksmith. One more level for the next unlock. 43 bone knight. Can now fabricate 206 to 255 blowpipes. And 58 stonemason for 286 to 530 bolas. Okay. There's a few more things we could technically go do here. I hope you ever figure out this mysterious device. Apparently never used it. Mysterious. Okay. Into a shop, would you like to infuse your equipment? Yes, please. Put the item you wish to infuse on the infusing table. I don't have any of that. So we need specifically all 3 styles in rare in order to infuse something. I don't know if we have too many rare weapons or anything. Or armor of other styles. We can go check. Let's go sell some stuff and check what we got. Trade here. Sell all the extra bits. Teleport back to the garrison. See if we have anything we could infuse. Other question would be exactly what stats and changes are there. So it's only going to be of similar things. I guess it's like any piece of armor, any piece of weapon. Hard to say. All has to be rare though. That is rarer to get in the first place. We can make a fair bit of things, but they, even with the crafting portion, only the rare ones of the other ones would be useful. Make a bunch of stuff though. All these levels. It wouldn't be able to be the same kind of weapon. It would just have to be the same style of weapon. Two-handed, range, something. What do we got in the Quartermaster? What are we saving up? It's gonna be things that are stuff. There's a Guardian only 205. Guardian Cryonite only 97 range weapon. So we could technically infuse those into another rare to get a epic this. The only rare ones we have are lower level, so it's not even worth it. What else we got? That's it. Alright. In terms of things that we can use for infusing, we don't have any. Could be a potential value for when trading becomes a thing at some point. Or whatever. Yeah, that is another quest off the list here. Looking great. We've got 3 left currently. Herbalist Hurdle. We need to get 43 Forager. And we're doing decently on that job here. We're at 38. So that is just this one, then we're done. So I suppose we should probably get that going. We need another knowledge point first. So we're technically going to worry about that right now, but narratively, that happens next time. Goodbye.